guys, so yeah, today's a different kind of video because it's our 7-year anniversary. 7 years. 7, did you know that?
September 23rd, 1917.
Stop.
Good news and bad news on the house project today. Good news is the stuff was delivered. Bad news is they forgot a key component, which was a door. So anyways, you gotta figure that out, but here's our pallet of wood that will start our project today. All right, here's the update of what we got so far. So tomorrow I'm going to finish the tops and then finish that wall. And maybe start on some of the bats to cover the seams. I know it doesn't look good yet, but then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna paint it white, gonna paint the rafters white, and then gonna put shelving all around so that it's gonna look good. So you guys stay tuned. All right, remember in my last video when I said and then the garage will be done? Yeah, that was a lot because now we gotta do all the wood and then we gotta do the painting. Then it'll be done. Oh, and I gotta put in the door that Home Depot didn't deliver. Anyways, so here we are, another project Saturday.
So yesterday, our friend Ty came over and helped Connor put in all of this. All this wood.
I did 2 frames this morning.
And you did 2 of them this morning.
This one and this one this morning, but yes.
Wow, I'm honestly really impressed, you guys. It's freaking hot out here. The goal today is to finish most of the wood so that we can still go to the beach because it's Saturday, and last Saturday we spent working all day too. So that's the goal. But I'm really proud of you, Coco. You've become builder guy. Builder guy, Coco. Builder Bob. Take a drink, thanks. Keep it on. So we just went to the beach with our friends. Connor literally worked for 6 hours on the garage today, and I think he overdid it because he's like, I have the worst headache. I'm like, yeah. Crew is out for the entire day in the sun, so we're gonna head home and try and like recoup and rejuvenate, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey you guys, we're out on a family bike ride. Happy Sunday. Banksy, are we gonna go fast? Should we go fast? Okay, look at how pretty this is. Like, does this even look like Hawaii? It's crazy. It's like pine tree forest. This is like right by our house.
And I think I decided to leave a little too early, so we're gonna race to church. These are the boys, they're looking too good. Let's see you, crew. Oh, you're looking good. Thanks. Look at me. Oh, you're looking good. You guys ready to race? On your marks. Oh, got so much. Your marks. Get set, go. Rick's driving the car to meet us there. Alright, today's a different type of video.
Hello.
Hi.
Have you guys ever tried this stuff? Maracuya. Maracuya.
Maracuya, do you know what that means in Spanish?
Does that mean, I know it, don't tell me. Like a barracuda. Like an eel. Maracuya.
It's a fruit. It means passion fruit.
Why I feel like maracuya should be like barracuda.
You know, the joke that I would say in Spanish in Peru was, what fruit knows karate? So it'd be like, ¿qué fruta sabe karate? And it would be maracuya.
Just showing off the Spanish.
Yo hablo español. Okay, lo siento. Listo. All right, well, here's our nice little tripod on top of a tripod. to talk today. Today's a different type of video.
Okay guys, so yeah, today's a different kind of video because it's our 7-year anniversary. 7 years. 7, did you know that?
September 23rd, 1917.
Stop. So 7-year anniversary is coming up this weekend. First off, Connor made a really cute plan. He was trying to surprise me with a stay in town, and it was super, super cute. But then we decided not to do it because we're actually going to be working with a brand in town next week. So anyways, it was very, very cute. I just have to shout him out because he planned a really cute anniversary thing for us, but we'll probably
just not cute enough.
Probably, no, sorry.
Just not cute enough for 7 years.
Ooh, it was very cute.
Maybe for 8 years it'll be better.
But yeah, maybe try again next year. But
better luck next
instead,
time.
I think we're just gonna go surfing and go to dinner. I told him I don't need anything crazy. I just want to hang out with him. So yeah, today we were thinking, did we do a similar video like this last year?
I don't know.
I think we might have, but we were thinking it would be fun to kind of like, I wrote them down, go through like 7 things that we've learned since being married.
For
The last
7 years.
7 years, see, it's kind of cute. We definitely argue, we definitely have our like moments, but I do feel like we've learned a few things and we have some good advice to share, so.
Okay, number 1.
Okay, number 1
Ready?
that I wrote down
5,
is
6, 7.
do not smell, don't sweat the small stuff. So don't sweat.
Don't smell the small stuff.
Don't sweat the small stuff. So like they're gonna do things that are gonna bug you. Like they're gonna leave the toilet seat up. They're gonna put their clothes right
on
next
the ground,
to the dirty hamper,
not
but
in the hamper.
In the hamper. They're going to
make messes
These
all
are all
over the
just like
kitchen
random
and
ones. These are
leave.
definitely not
And
things that you do. That'd be crazy.
They're gonna
But-
make something and then just leave it all out and then move to the next thing and then the next thing.
Anyways, but we're just trying to tell you that I've learned over the years to like, that we've learned, is it really worth the argument? Like pick and choose your battles, because if it's really just something that they are just like, they've done forever, they're probably just gonna keep doing, and it really like shouldn't be like a big thing, you know, then just don't sweat it. That's what we learned.
Yeah, I think, and it's a little different too. I think some couples, when they get married, they've like lived with each other for a little bit.
True.
So we just like obviously didn't live with each other, and then we started living with each other. So
True.
then you kind of get used to all these different things that someone does, and like
You learn like what you can like
put up with
and what you can't, and
at first you think like it's all gotta be your way.
Everything's the biggest deal, and you think it all has to be exactly how you grew up doing, but it doesn't.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2 is
Marriage is not easy. It takes work.
it does take work.
Put in the time.
It does take work, and I think consistent, thoughtful effort and hard work makes a good marriage, but it really does take work. Like it's not just a walk in the park. Just like anything that you want to be like beautiful and fruitful, you have to like put effort in and help it grow. And yeah.
Number 3.
Therapist told us once, let's see if you remember.
To think with the other person's side of the brain.
Wow.
And what this means is like, all right, I'm gonna go do this. How would Brittany feel if I do this? Or Brittany's feeling sad right now. What would Brittany like to feel better? Or what could I do to make her feel happier? And then you do it. So you think with her side of the brain, because if I'm thinking with her side of the brain, she's thinking with my side of the brain, we're doing good.
Okay, number 4 is date night is so important. I feel like, especially when you're in the thick of parenting, like we currently are with 2 kids, it almost starts to feel like you're living with a roommate instead of like your lover, because you're just like balancing chores, taking care of the kids, work, and then at the end of the day you're
House
like,
duties.
okay, did we even talk today? And so I feel like for us, date nights have been super important. They help us like be able to reconnect and actually have like adult conversations without like screaming kids, wanting our attention, you know? I feel like it helps us a lot to have something to like look forward to during the week.
Yes, and to go with that, like on your date nights, kind of realize, like find what your partner's love language is, so that like you can plan dates that kind of like help do that.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so for example, if it's quality time, like do something that your partner loves doing. If it's physical touch, go like plan like a
Go
date
dancing.
where you go dancing. Yes. Or if words of affirmation, go do something your partner's really good at, so you can just like tell them they're so good at it, so then they
That's
feel.
so cute. Wow, okay, I'm gonna hold you to these. That's very cute.
We've done that.
I also feel like consistent date nights help us to realize like who was at the start of this family, like who started it first, and what we should be like nurturing all the time.
5. My numbers
Number
are cool.
5.
All right, it's my turn. Don't keep score. When we've been at our worst places in our marriage, I would say it's when we're keeping score, saying like, well, I did this, you gotta go do this, I wanna go do this, it's my turn for this, it's your turn for that, and that's just never really gone well, and I don't think it really goes well for anyone.
Because marriage is never gonna be 50-50, so it just doesn't make sense to try and make it that way. Like, for us, the big thing was always like, oh, is it fair that like is it equal, you know? But it's never gonna be like that.
We tried really hard for a really long time to make it even and fair and equal.
We did, but especially when you have kids too, like it's just not gonna be 50-50. And so just like realizing that you're sacrificing for your partner and for your family, and respecting when they choose to do something that maybe like you wouldn't have, like make a choice that necessarily maybe wouldn't have been yours.
6.
Number 6.
It's not too much fun. Okay, find hobbies together. I think that's something that makes date night really fun and helps you grow with your partner, because sometimes you have hobbies that are before your marriage that like you did with your friends or whatever, and if you can find hobbies that you have together, then you can do them, and it just makes life so much more fun.
Yeah, I think finding hobbies is so important too for like the longevity of your marriage. Like think about when your kids are out of the house, or maybe you don't have kids, but like think about like when you're back just like with your spouse and you're like what, 50 years old, you're gonna want to have hobbies that like you guys have always done together, that you enjoy both doing, and it's not just like one person's hobby that the other person is like, okay fine, I'll come watch. Does that make sense? So I think that it's super important, and yeah, it just helps you guys to like have quality moments together. Some of our favorite hobbies are surfing. We like to work out. That hasn't always been the case, but we do like to work out together now. And what others? We like to cook, so we like to cooking together.
Yeah, we like to eat really good food, so whether it's making food or going to a place and like trying new food.
Yeah, we love traveling, that's a big hobby.
Yeah, so some of them are like, you know, crazy hobbies, and some of them are just like simple hobbies. Like Britt likes to read a lot, and I like to read, and she's stolen my Kindle, and we talk about her books. We talk about my book. But yeah, pickleball.
If we had more time, I'm sure we'd play pickleball like all the time. We love pickleball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of things that we love doing together, and I think that those things are just like super important to have. Okay, number 7 is, this is the last one. Do regular check-ins. So, explain.
So regular check-in that we've been doing a lot lately is just like, if we create a new schedule or a new thing that's going on in our life, we just ask like, so how's this going? Or just checking in with each other on like,
how was the gym today?
Yeah, regular check-ins like after the kids go to bed about work that day, so I understand like what Britt did, so she feels like I see all the effort that she's putting forward, and she'll ask like, how are the kids today? How was like picking up crew from school? How are you doing mentally with this? How is this going? Like, what are you thinking about lately? And so then we just like, it helps us stay on the same page. And obviously another big thing for that is just mental health and just knowing where each other is and like what we're having a hard time with.
I think a big part of that is communication. You want to come join? Come on. So I think communication is huge. Oh, you're night-night? You're blinky? Yeah. I think communication is really big in a marriage, and just makes it so that you guys are always on the same page. I'm always like, the more communication, the better. I feel like the days that we get most frustrated with each other is when we just haven't communicated, so we're not on the same page.
Or when I haven't looked at the calendar.
Yes, that goes along with communicating. So those are our 7 tips for our 7 years of being married. Banksy, do you have anything to add? Yeah.
He wants to eat. That's the story of our life.
The story of our life. So, anyways, okay, in a second. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
Yes. All right, bye.